Standing Order 23 is the one dealing with questions. And the members of the opposition and myself have a history of disagreement where Standing Order 23 is concerned. But by Standing Order 23, the Speaker is given full reign and power to vet questions before they appear on the order paper. And Standing Order 23.2 in particular says, if the Speaker is of the opinion that any question of which a member has given notice to the clerk infringes the provisions of any standing order or is in any way an abuse of the right of questioning, he may direct A, that the member concerned be informed that the question is out of order, or B, the question be entered on the order paper with such alterations as he may direct, or, in the case of a question which a member has sought to ask without notice, that it be so asked with such alterations as he may direct. So the Speaker has the power to vet questions and make amendments if the Speaker so chooses, given to the Speaker by the standing orders. Now there are, I think, 20 different points that the Speaker has to have regard, as well as the person asking the question, on the proper way to ask questions, on what can be included in questions, and so on. You can have a look at Standing Order 23. It's quite long. But this is what the members have to look at when they ask questions. And I also have to look at when I'm vetting the questions. Hence, there comes the need for me to vet those questions. So I have the power to vet the questions, and I do so, and I run afoul of the members. But Standing Order 15 gives me no power to alter letters, to turn a letter of information into a request or for leave to miss Parliament. Yet they want me to do that. So there it is. Where I have no powers, they want to give me, and where I have powers, they don't want me to use it. How can you please people? You have to do what you have to do, and this is what I've been doing. And so, because of the fact that I have no discretionary powers in the matter, I simply have to do what the standing orders tell me to do. I have had no choice but to inform the two gentlemen that their seat is now vacant, and all parties concerned have been so informed. And so, having said how things have been, if there's any members of the media who wish to ask me questions, I'd be happy to answer any question that within my limited ability.
And Speaker, what you anticipate to happen next after your decision? What should happen next?
I don't anticipate. I don't like to anticipate. Because if you anticipate, I found that if you anticipate too much, what happens is that when something confronts you, you really can't address it adequately or properly. So I tell people who tell me that, I told them my crystal ball broke, and the one that I bought, the factory that I bought it from closed down. So.
I was asking in terms of the process after you declare the seat vacant.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What you have the election, how soon after will you declare?
Pardon? How
soon after this?
That's out of my hands.
Who decides that today? Electoral Commission?
I would imagine. So these are things. My duty is to inform the relevant parties of what transpired in the domain that I am the administrator of, and have done so, and have informed the two gentlemen about it.
Madam Speaker, if you were to look at the matter from a historical standpoint, is there any past experience that probably could help guide you as well administering orders? Any similar occurrence?
Actually, no. And so I had to really read a whole lot, And there's a case that I should bring to your attention, as well. Let me see if I have that there. I may not have it here, but it's a case in Suva, I think, in Tuvalu, one of the South Pacific countries, where a similar thing occurred. And it was that a member was actually ill. So he went away. The standing orders are very similar in most jurisdictions. They probably worded slightly different. But essentially there's two parts. There's the part where you're just having a one-off, so you just let them know. And then there's the second part where if you know you're going to be away for any length of time, you seek an excuse. In such circumstances, the member went off to have a medical procedure, but there were complications, and he stayed away longer. He had informed the clerk that he would be out, but he didn't expect it to be so long, and he never took the additional step of saying, look, things are going on, get somebody to do it. He didn't have to do it himself. This is the case. I am now falling under the second limb of Standing Order 15, as it were, and so I would like to be excused because I'm ill, and send your medical, and that's it. You see? So I'm sure there are others in the Commonwealth, but the two that I picked up that was sent to me by so that showed that there is the question of requesting for leave. It's a clear-cut thing that the member has to do. If you're just missing the odd thing or you're not coming for the rest of a meeting, you can go under the first limb. But once it is going to be a question of the chance of you missing 3 meetings, you've got to request permission and give your excuse. So I don't know if anybody...
So now that the letters have been sent to the members, and coming in, of course,
the gentlemen, because they're no more members. They're no longer members.
So how does it continue to the standing order? Where does it go from there?
Well, it goes under the parts of the Constitution that says where people are no longer members, what happens? Like if a member dies or for any other reason is no longer a member, what takes place after that? There are persons who have resigned, who went away. There's been that. There's been the situation of a member dying while a sitting member. So this is what kicks in now. And so, as I said, those who needed to be informed, I have informed them. And so we will expect that there will be 2 by-elections within 3 months, as the Constitution states.
So even if the members receive, or on, let's say, missing an odd meeting, as you put it, that they inform the clerk, and so they miss that meeting. That apparently it seems okay. But this could get that member in trouble if the member persists or continues to miss meetings using that Section 1.
That's right, because they will run the only way you can be excused by the Speaker for a meeting missed, not to count, if you want to put it that way, is to go under the second limb.
So they are not 2 separate rules. They are 2 parts of one.
One rule, exactly. That's why they're together as Standing Order, not 15 and 16, but 15, 1 and 2.